Hello and welcome back to A Good Face for Gaming. My name is Lord Ash and we are here back again with Batman in Arkham Asylum, Episode 2. A quick recap. The Joker was apprehended prior to the game. Batman brought him to Arkham Asylum and he has promptly escaped. I'm just heading to the decontamination area where the Joker's toxin has been released and some guards are being poisoned as we speak. Little touches I love about this game. Spiderwebs in the vents look rusted, so they look lived in. The game world looks like it's actually existed before we've got here, which is a brilliant touch.
Help me!
Oh, there's the first guard. Let's get him back.
You're gonna be fine. Stay here.
And of course, because Batman's a beast, you can lift him up with one hand.
Batman's here! Just hold on a little longer, Steve.
Where's Steve? Oh, Steve's up there. Rappel up to get him. And the second guard has been rescued.
Batman! The extraction system! Steve was trying to get to the control panel at the end of the room!
Fair enough, I'll head there then. Oh, what's that? Is that a guard? No, it's a prisoner. Wonderful cape display there. So yeah, you can glide in this game, like you can in the Batman comics. And it looks awesome. Absolutely awesome. Detective mode.
There's the extractor control
So yeah,
point.
it highlights
A well-aimed
little points on the
batarang
map.
should power it up.
People will show up. Unfortunately, it will say their status. So the ones on the floor, deceased. The one I saved, he's calm. But for the moment, we need to get the gas out of the room. So control panel, batarang, cinematic camera, all taken care of. So there's all the gas getting expelled out of the room via the vents. So I can now walk on the floor. Oh, who's that?
Attention.
Joker tooth.
Is now at normal levels.
Oh, there's that awesome Joker laugh.
Attention. Decontamination room access is now permitted.
Woo! Go Batman! You rock!
Why, thank you.
Joker doesn't stand a chance.
Why, thank you. Just going to explore a little bit because I know there's a Riddler trophy around here somewhere. I think it's under the vent. Let's have a little look. Oh, I was right. It's coming back to me, ladies and gentlemen. I am remembering slowly but surely. I just wanted to touch quickly on one of the best things about this game is the voice acting. Kevin Conroy does an amazing job as Batman. Arleen Sorkin, brilliant job as Harley Quinn. But as you can hear him talking there, Mark Hamill for me is the MVP of the voiceovers in this game. Oh, we've just upgraded. I'll quickly explain this. So yeah, upgrades. You upgrade just like you would in sort of a role-playing game or RPG. Quick spoiler for those of you who don't know, Batman is Bruce Wayne, so we upgrade via Wayne Tech. You can upgrade your combat skills, your like gadgets like your batarangs and things like that. But for me, I always go, when it's first off, I always go health early on. So we upgrade the armour, and as you can see in the top left, I get more life on my life bar. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Mark Hamill's Joker is just so amazing in this game. His voice acting. Purely because when he's recording, he's not just sitting down on a booth doing the voiceovers. He's walking, he's up and about, he's emoting with his hands. It's a full-bodied performance. And he really gets into the character of the Joker, and you can tell. Oh, another bit brilliant sound design, the zapping there of those barriers. So yeah, that's why for my money, Joker, Mark Hamill's Joker, one of the best, if not the best incarnation of the Joker. He just seems to get it, as in all other versions seem to be encompassed in his own version of the Joker. It's absolutely brilliant. Not to take away from Kevin Conroy, of course, who is awesome as Batman and Bruce Wayne. Oh.
There's no escape, Joker. I will find you.
Oh, I'm counting on it. Just not yet. He's a big one.
So So here we have the first little mini boss. Now for me, when I first saw this boss way back when it first came out 2009, I always thought it looked kind of like Mr. Hyde from the 2000 film League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Don't know about anyone else, it's just me, it's just the design looks very much how it does in the film. How you take care of him, you batarang him when he goes to charge, disorientates him, run in, give him some good old punches and kicks, but make sure you dodge out of the way before he does his little ground and pound. This enemy, yeah, it does become sort of a recurring enemy later on in the game, and you can do a few more things to him. I won't spoil it, I'll wait till we get there. But yeah, so you can get to a point where you're fighting like 3 or 4 of them at one time with regular enemies. So it does mount up the pressure, and I just walked into the security gate. Didn't notice that there. Oh well, my bad. Batarang. When he ran me over, but we got him anyway. And dive out of the way from his ground and pound. But yeah, Batarang, I think I'm a bit too close. Oh, that was a good dodge. Well done, Bats. Well done. And dive out of the way. So, yep, as I said before, not to take anything away from Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy's Batman is an amazing Batman voice. If you haven't, I'd suggest looking up where Kevin Conroy does different lines from other Batman in his Batman voice. It is simply brilliant. And I think it was recently in a live-action version of Batman in the CW's Crisis on Infinite Earths. Or Infinite Crisis, I believe.
Well, that was unexpected, wasn't it? Now, well, note to self, need stronger test subjects. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll give you this one for free. Knock me off, I dare you. End this. Pull the plug. Stop me once and for all. Oh, you're getting too predictable, Bats. Well, I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a party to organize. I've got guests flying in from all over Arkham. You'll see.
So, flying in guests from all over Arkham, that can only mean other villains who have been imprisoned here. So, it looks like I'll be fighting more than just the Joker today.
Batman, I'm over here.
There's a guard. Will he deactivate the fence for me? Looks like he is. Go on, come on. There we go.
Quick, get
Let's
in
have
here
a little
before
chat
more
with
of
him,
them
shall
come.
we?
They came out of nowhere. I dragged Jerry in here, powered up the gate. Must have passed out.
Joker went through that door. What's on the other side?
We call it extreme isolation. Only way in is via the transport system.
Open it.
Not a problem. I'll just need to call another cell.
Notice the authority in Batman's voice there, and the guard jumps to it.
What's wrong here?
Again, that's a little inflection from Kevin Conroy. When he's Batman, he puts on a deeper, more menacing voice. When he's Bruce, he speaks more in his sort of normal tone, just to separate the two, and also to strike a bit of fear into villains. And it's so you don't know that Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Really? We'll see. Ta-ta! Oh, I forgot to say. Just in case
Oh,
you were
what's going on
planning
here? What's happening to
following me,
Commissioner
I've
Gordon?
arranged a little insurance. Gordon is on his
Oh,
way to
looks like
Harley's
we've got a turncoat. Officer Bowles. I'm guessing he's on the Joker's payroll.
He dies. Harley's looking forward to it. Maybe I'll film it and post it on the internet.
The transport system is down. Best I can do is open
One
the
of
door
my
you came
other
in. Sorry.
favourite animated
I should go
series
back to the
involving
holding
Batman
cells.
is actually
Bowles
sort of a
wasn't
sequel
too
series
smart.
to the... I know
Would
I
have
keep
left
harping
the
on
trail.
about the 90s Batman series, but it's a sequel series, which is Batman Beyond. And if you haven't watched it, give it a watch. It is an amazing series. It's sort of set, I believe, 50 years, 60 years after
Joker's
the
escaped.
original
He sealed
animated
himself off.
series.
He's got your
and it features an old Bruce Wayne, who I think if they did a live-action version, Kevin Conroy now is
Oracle, I'm
the
getting him
perfect
back.
age,
Joker will not
and he has
win.
that perfect
I won't
look
let
to
him.
play old Bruce
I'm
Wayne in
starting where he
Batman
was
Beyond.
taken. A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him.
Any
If I find
Netflix
Frank, I'll
people
find
who
your
are
father.
listening, please make that happen. That would be a brilliant series. So, where are we heading? Oh, I like the little touches that Joker's apprehended the security footage and the feeds throughout Arkham, and is now on Joker TV. There's that brilliant Joker laugh from Mark Hamill. It's not just one singular laugh, he goes the whole gamut. Just like how it's written in the comics. Sort of, ha ha ha, you, ha, ha. I know that was terrible from me then, but still. Oh, didn't quite get the takedown. Didn't get the counter. Bring this guy down. And batarang him. Oh, I hit just on the corner. And face palm. See, Batman's one rule is he will not kill, but it looks to be like traumatic brain injury and broken bones.
Oracle,
That's
I'm
fine.
At the holding cells.
No
I'm
bother
setting
at
up
all.
a crime scene.
So what's the plan? Isolate something in that room unique to Bowles?
Exactly.
Another little bit in the game that's again shows that Rocksteady, who made the game, just understood how to create a Batman game. Batman is known as the world's greatest detective, so you have to do some detecting, and you use detective vision.
Bowles dropped his flask. Sloppy.
So we'll scan the drop flask, and it will show up and highlight what you're scanning. So alcohol, what alcohol it is, the whiskey, everything. So we're just going to recalibrate the cow to track it down.
That's great. You follow it. I'm grabbing every reference to Arkham I can find. Maybe useful later.
And now you can see it's hanging in the air, and it also highlights enemies. So the two enemies I knocked out, as you can see, they're unconscious, but unfortunately the people that they have sort of killed, they are now deceased, unfortunately. But yeah, so here it is. We're just following the trail of the whiskey in Officer Bowles' flask. And where's it leading us to now? What's that room? Oh, looks like we're going to the elevator shaft.
Taking so long. Stupid, unreliable. How did Joker get? Be quiet.
So,
What's
going
going
to
on?
happen now?
B-Man, Mr. J doesn't want you following us just yet.
Oh, she ripped my batsuit. How dare she? So yeah, Batman does sustain sort of battle damage as the game goes on, which is again another little. They didn't have to do it, but another brilliant little design choice just to show the wear and tear on Batman as he's going through Arkham. So of course, many of you probably do know who that was we've just met. That was Harley Quinn.
Gordon was taken up to the
Voiced by the brilliant Arleen Sorkin there. Again, another voice actor from the 90s Batman cartoon. The backstory of Harley, it's probably a bit more well known now because of the two live action films, Suicide Squad, which I wasn't a fan of, and Birds of Prey, again, not much of a fan of. But she was a psychiatrist intern at Arkham, and she sort of had a fascination with the super criminal, as she called it, and her case study was the Joker, and unfortunately he ended up manipulating her in a way that it sort of unleashed her inner demons, shall we say, and she went from being Harley Quinzel to Harley Quinn. A little bit again, you pick up tapes as you go through the game, and they all are a subject of one of the characters in the game, so we'll give it a little listen.
I'm surprised you want to intern here at Arkham.
I've always had a thing for extreme personalities. You can't deny there's an element of glamour to these super criminals.
I'll warn you right now, these are hardcore psychotics. Most would rather kill you than speak to you.
I'm sure I'll be fine, Doctor.
They'll eat you for breakfast. I mean it. One or two of them will enjoy it too. Be careful.
So you will find these tapes scattered throughout Arkham. Some are very well hidden, but they'll always have, I think every character has 5 different tapes, audio tapes. You can see a very brilliant bit of artwork there. That's Harley's original costume from the animated Batman cartoon. In the game, again, they updated everyone, gave it a more modern touch. So she's now in sort of like a nurse's outfit, but you can still see that her hair design is done in the same way her old costume used to be. You get a little bit of the story as well. Some facts about her. So the appearance was October 1999 in Batman Harley Quinn #1, and like a few attributes that you might not know. And as I said, they cover all characters in the games. You've got Warden Sharp, you've got Frank Bowles, the Riddler. These are ones we've met at the moment. I won't go through all of them, but just in case, I may do on another video at the end, just go through all of the tapes if you so wish to watch it. But now, so Harley has dropped now, run into the wall, well done Bats. Harley's dropped the elevator shaft, so how are we going to get up? How else? With our grapple gun. That's one thing I'd love to highlight about here. The sound design in this game is simply amazing. The little touches of like Batman running on metal, his cape and suit moving when he runs, the way his grapple gun, the wire on it spools back in, brilliant sound design. You can, it's very crisp. Again, parts of most games that people don't really notice, it just adds that little bit more to make the game feel, well, in my opinion, brilliant. No better word, just brilliant. So the reason that they made Harley Quinn, the old writers of the show, was because they wanted someone who wasn't just a sort of another goon, who was just another nameless goon of the Joker's. So they wanted to give him like a little sidekick. So they created Harley Quinn for the cartoon. In turn, she became so popular in the cartoon that they added her to the comics. And again, her popularity grew still, so now she is probably, nowadays, she's more popular than the Joker is at the moment. So it's brilliant to see like cross-media, one of a character starting in something and then continuing on to something else. The reason I've just come here is to highlight, if you notice, these walls, slightly different colour. So if I go into detective vision, you can see that there is things behind the walls, but I do not have the gadget to get in there yet. Maybe I will later on. So another part of this game is you do collect different gadgets, because Batman's known for his gadgets. Climb up please Batman, rather than doing barrel rolls, thank you. So he is known for his gadgets, and as you collect them throughout the game, you unlock them at certain points. You can go back to previous points you visited, and there are secret areas, secret rooms. So there really is tons to do in this game. It's huge. The amount you can do in this game is absolutely massive. One thing I'll harken on about as well for a little bit is the updated designs of the characters. So in a lot of modern interpretations of Batman, his batsuit is just all black, or different shades of black. Whereas in the comics, it is black, it sometimes has shades of blue, shades of grey, it's just to make him stand out on the page. Well, in the game, they've updated it again, so as you can see, he's got black for his cowl, his cape, his braces as well, and the bat symbol has been redesigned. So they've updated a classic look. Again, they've made Batman immediately recognisable, but given him his own unique look, which again, just goes into the amount of effort they put into the game, rather than just go, oh, we'll just use the character from like the Dark Knight series or from the Batman 89 series. Please climb up there. There we go. And wonderful sound design for the spooling of the grapple gun. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, almost made it to the top now. Probably got some... oh, what's that? Environmental cipher symbols. Okay, let's give it a go.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham, Through my actions, I have saved this cursed city, though my own curse is to forever remain in the shadows. My story is carved into the very soul of Arkham, and will only be revealed to those dedicated enough to discover it.
So, the spirit of Arkham. Yes, that's Amadeus Arkham. As you can see, strange writings and symbols have been found on Arkham Island and deciphered by Batman. These must have been left for a reason. What story do they tell? Well, they are about Amadeus Arkham, who, his family is sort of intently tied to Gotham and Arkham Asylum. Their stately home was given as part of the asylum. So you go throughout the game and hopefully we can be able to track down more of these strange, mysterious symbols and find out more of the story. But for now, we're going to call it there. So thank you for listening and thank you for joining. My name is Lord Ash. This has been Batman Arkham Asylum. That was a good face for gaming. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in episode 3.